Did you grow up in Toronto, around Toronto?
Yeah.
What is it about that area that you think that cultivated such a boom in talent? Because I mean, like, listen, there are big cities all over the world, but there are a couple places like Cleveland and Toronto, especially, that seem to develop talent like at an advanced rate.
For me specifically, it's a two-part. When I started wrestling, we used to have a wrestling commission in Ontario, and it shut down.
Thank God.
So my first year in wrestling, I had over 100 shows.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's nearly unheard of for independent guys. I've averaged 100 shows a year pretty much my entire career.
That's amazing.
Which is insane, other than like 9 months off for neck injuries and stuff like that. But it's that, and I think it's so hard for Canadian wrestlers to get noticed, like on like a global scale. Even though we have IWTV and Fight and all these things for independent promotions to host their stuff around the world, it still doesn't get as many eyes as the American indie scene.
Sure.
So once you do break through, and once you do get noticed, once you do get the opportunities like myself and Ethan Page and Uno and Dose and all these people that break through that ceiling, Mike Bailey now, you're ready for every opportunity you get, and that's why you can, as they say, hit home runs or whatever.
SummerSlam weekend, I was just blown away with the number of promotions, even locally, because of course there were like WXW and people that came in to capitalize, but there were a lot of like Greektown running shows and all that stuff. Like I loved the sort of the ability that they had to just be like, okay, well, we're running. Actually, I saw her in Toronto. She came and saw us in Toronto. You're not paying it. She had a giant rubber head of me. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Haven't I seen that head?
Probably. Yeah, you've been there too.
Yeah, okay,
you've been to that studio
okay.
too. There you go. So like.
I thought that was a fever dream for a second.
I wish it was. I wish my boss was less obsessed with my face. That would be fantastic. But like, what do you think could even sort of cultivate talent more in a place like that has plenty of it already? Or do you just kind of keep it as is?
I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but like,
okay.
I think anybody like myself who does go on to make a name for themselves somewhere else, being able to come back and give back to that scene is very important. It's something I've tried to do a lot, because when I started, it was people like Eric Young and Bobby Roode and all these other people that had just left the independent scene, and they didn't really come back. It was like once every 5 years they'd come back for maybe an independent show. Me, I'm trying to get back like at least once every 3 months for something, so that I can try to get more eyes on the scene at least, so like the next generation of people get noticed a little bit easier.